Hello, everyone. This is Mary Ann with my belated flip through of my daily pages for April 2017. Now, April is much more eventful than January, February, and March because Holy Week is on here and I was traveling during that time. But April did not start well because I was supposed to go to a performance of a friend of mine, but I couldn't because I had dysmenorrhea. However, I was able to attend my Spanish language classes in the morning and I wasn't able to go to the event in the afternoon. I was also able to do a little bit more for my YouTube channel for April, and work in the office has been starting to pick up. Although on April 4, I was able to take some time off work. I was with a bunch of my friends from school, and then at 2 o'clock until 3:30, I was consulting with my professor regarding my thesis and most of her students are also my friends, so we kind of met up before and after that. So it was a good day because I got some badly needed guidance for my thesis. And I was also able to put in a little bit more studying for my master's. Um, and Work in the office is starting because our anniversary is actually in May, and all events are in May, so preparations usually start in April. But on April 9, I was in the province with my family because that is already Holy Week. I left Metro Manila on the night of April 8 and I arrived on the morning of April 9. And I was with my family the entire Holy Week. And on April 10, that was a Monday, I was able to have a very long talk with one of my high school classmates. And on the morning of that day, I was at a 7-Eleven, a convenience store with two of my friends. We couldn't find any restaurants that were open because it's Holy Week. So we just hung out at a 7-Eleven. We There were no chairs inside, so we kind of made do with the stools that were inside. And on Wednesday, we were hanging out with the family, and on Thursday we actually went to the little house of my dad, which is about 45 minutes away from the main house in Naga, and that was where we spent the rest of Holy Week. We did the Visita Iglesia where we had to visit 7 different churches during Holy Week. It doesn't have to be for one entire day. It can be spread out during the entire Holy Week. And we continued on until April 14. And then we returned to the main house on April 15. And I was also able to do a few errands for Jawide. And I was able to drop by his house to say hi to his parents and drop off a bunch of things that he wanted to be dropped off over there. And on the evening or on the afternoon of April 16, Sunday, we started traveling back to Metro Manila and we arrived on the morning of April 17. And I kind of took the morning off from work, but in the afternoon, I was back at work and back in the grind. And most of that week was really quite busy because we were already close to the celebration for the anniversary. It's a series of celebrations, it's not just one celebration. So there was a series of events that celebrated our 80th anniversary of the agency that I work for. It's a government agency. And on April 23, I was able to spend time in Binondo doing a food crawl with three of my friends from school. It was so much fun. We went to a total of, I think, 5 different restaurants. I was late because I had to work in the morning, but I was able to make it, and it was so much fun. On April 24, I was on forced leave from work because that was the schedule of my Spanish language comprehension exams in school. So I was there, I was able to make it, and I was able to pass, which I found out about a month after. And then I was able to do some studying, but I did go home to the dorm early and continued my studying there. And the day after that, I was back in the office, back doing the preparatory work for the anniversary celebrations. But I did go home very early that day and went to sleep very early. And on Thursday, it was a holiday because of the APEC summit that was being hosted by the Philippines, and a bunch of events were happening in Metro Manila. So people were just advised to stay home and not go to work, and work was suspended for Thursday and Friday. And on Saturday, I continued with my Spanish language exams. That was, I think, the last day of my classes in Instituto Cervantes, which is fine because I was able to take the Spanish exams on the 24th of April anyway. And that is my flip through for April. I'll be back with the flip through for May. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.